was secured for the 2024 Michigan State Spartans on the road. Now they're back home at Spartan Stadium in East Lansing, Michigan, and here they are taking the field today as we bring you football on the Big Ten Network, powered by Unleaded 88. From FCS and the SWAC, the Prairie View A&M Panthers visit East Lansing, Michigan. The 2-0 Michigan State Spartans host them today. Third season as head coach, spent 10 years prior to that as an assistant, a 13-12 record. Jonathan Kim, huge leg. We've seen it on field goals. We've seen it on kickoffs. That one through the end zone. Michigan State won the toss. They deferred their option. They kicked.
Tackling people. He is hitting blocks and setting up everyone at that third level as they run the alley, and Angelo Gross has been exceptional.
There was a question about Ed Woods at corner, but he is available, and this is 3rd and 16, and a catch by Trajan Spiller right at the 35-yard line, past it. For a 3rd and long, and they're looking for history to repeat itself. They've converted 3rd and 16. They face 3rd and 15. Here's trouble. Ken Talley. He got home. From Kansas State, now in his 4th year playing at Prairie View A&M. The linebacker from Houston made that TFL. Now a short throw and sitting down in front of the defense. Montori Foster found a little pocket of space and has a first down. Rock.
I like it.
Yeah.
My son would love that as well.
Masunas, one tight end in motion, and he blocks for another who caught the pass, Jack Belling. Belling is out of bounds, and the Spartans move the sticks. From UMass leads the way. Kayron Lynch-Adams had over 1,150 yards last year for the Minutemen, and there he is, breaking another tackle. He's continuing to pick up yards after contact. Make a tackle, but Lynch-Adams had other ideas. Now Nate Carter is back into the game, and Carter is stood up and still driving at the 7. And Hillman has flown off the head of C.J. Presley Jr. Lynch-Adams is back into the game. No problems at the mesh point here. Run inside the 5-yard line.
Tackle from a high school All-American.
Got Ashton Lepo at right tackle. And here's a bootleg for Aiden Childs, racing for the corner, has the corner. Aiden Childs, touchdown on the first drive of the Spartans.
A couple of adjectives that would normally describe the Jonathan Smith, Brian Lindgren offense: methodical, efficient. It's not what the Michigan State offense has looked like so far this season. But
2 touchdowns. And the extra point from last week's hero, Jonathan Kim, who won the game with a day. Trajan Spiller has 50 catches in his time at Prairie View A&M. And will they throw it his way again? No, this is Chris Herron. And he tried to fight off one tackle, but swarming to the football, the Spartan defense prevents the conversion.
He's been out of the lineup at right guard the entire season so far.
This is 3rd and long. They need 13. Childs has all day to throw, and a great throw to an open tight end, Jack Belling. He is caught from behind by TFL. And for the second time on this Spartans drive, it's 3rd down and 13. The last one was converted on a pass to Jack Belling. This one is also converted. It's Nick Marsh who caught it, coming across the field right to left, and is upended inside the 21-yard line of Prairie View. Last week, and that thrilling win over the Terps. Montori Foster in motion. Marsh just went off the field. You saw the footage of him on the sideline. There's a throw to Belling along the sideline. It's incomplete. Did not get the required foot.
Possible.
Well, 2 big 3rd down conversions on this drive. And maybe another one. There is another one. Isaiah Johnson also breaks tackles and a score. Touchdown. The story of the drive, converting 3rd downs, and they do it one more time on the 17-yard pitch and catch to Isaiah Johnson.
There's an absolute refusal to go down from everyone who's got the football for Michigan State right now. Add Isaiah Johnson to the list. Only 175 pounds is what he's listed at. Running this one like he's the Nigerian nightmare. Tackle is just bouncing off.
Tackle of Kwame Sarkodie Jr. And after that, he continued to bounce and bang off. Dude, it's been a lot of time in the gym recently.
You or the Spartans?
Cam Peters with the pass. I'm always in there, Anthony.
I know.
That is a great pass, by the way.
I'm asking him about hoops. He's asking me about football. He loves this sport.
Just a gain of a yard by Adams on first down, then an incompletion on second down, heavy pressure, throwing it up for grabs. And Brantley came very close to his second interception of the game.
Shift the field position advantage.
Looked like the Spartans were going to go empty, but now Nate Carter is in the backfield, and they throw it to the left side, and Foster near the sticks, caught the ball, is pushed back. Play made by Ahmad Robinson. And, of course, from Corvallis, that's where Jonathan Smith and a lot of the staff that's now on the Spartans coach. Matter of fact, they've already played one SWAC game against Texas Southern in the Labor Day Classic. Here's Adams, and Adams, big hole, and then cuts off to the right side. Tripped up by Malik Spencer, but it's a first down to the Spartans' 40-yard line. The play clock's winding down here, down to 2 seconds. Cam Peters has got to get this snap, which he does. And the ball is out down the sideline, back shoulder throw, and a tough catch is made. Trajan Spiller at the 9-yard line.
Like the way Cameron Peters throws the football when he's got time.
Both of these coaches talked about self-inflicted wounds being an area of concern right now. Splendid play made in the open field. They were running it on an end around to Chris Herron, and Chris, you know, we talked about it at the beginning of the telecast. Anthony, 17 tackles for loss for Michigan State in the first 2 games, and they've had a lot of sacks, and they put Cam Peters under pressure, and he heaves it out of bounds with Jalen Thompson closing and closing fast along the quarter of today's game at Spartan Stadium. 2 long touchdown drives early for Michigan State, and they lead the game 14-0. This was first and goal at the 9. That's turned to third and goal at the 20, and Savage can't hang on to it. Spencer was there on coverage. On field goals for Guillermo Garcia. Long of 47. This is 37. Garcia was a kicker at Oklahoma Baptist before transferring to Prairie View A&M. Oh, and it's off the upright. On 3rd and 4. Thirds have been mighty good today to the Spartans. And Childs thinking pass, now finally makes the decision to tuck it under, and a nice block by Lynch Adams freed him to scoot up the sideline and pick up the first down, Anthony.
Like this decision.
Tucking it and going. The right decision there. And again, a great block by Lynch Adams, who may have a chance to run the ball. Nope, Childs will keep, will roll, will throw. Intercepted. Intercepted here by Prairie View A&M. There's also a marker down. There's a return here.
What you see is Aiden Childs is extending the plays, looking down the field. There's no reason to force that ball. Ill-advised hit on Aiden Childs. Yes, you want to chase the quarterback. You love the hustle, but at a certain point, you have to recognize when you need the ball.
And then an opportunity to run, and that went for 8 yards. And a huge hole here. Nate Carter, downfield block from Montorie Foster Jr., and Carter turns on the Jets, and he will score! Nate Carter with a house call! And it's a touchdown for the Spartans to extend the lead, 60 yards on the run.
Laterally on the previous snap, it just slows up the over-the-top pursuit that much more. Nate Carter pressed the hole for a bit. Out in the open field. Let's check Montorie Foster, just waiting, making sure that stalk block is going to be in perfect position. That allows his teammate to get into the open field. And from there, it's tail lights for number 5.
Montorie Foster Jr. took on Freddie Bird III on that block. And that was the last thing.
Linebacker.
3rd and 5. 4-man rush. And thrown away. This is going to be an easy pick 6. There is a marker down, but the score by Brantley, I mean, he had absolutely no one in front of him when he intercepted and then ran it into the end zone. However, there is a marker down here with 3.5 minutes remaining in the first half.
Contact to the head, defense number 15. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot, automatic first down.
There had been 2 interceptions, one by each quarterback today, negated by roughing the passer.
They called this one on the elder statesman, Angelo Gross. He did get that right arm up to the helmet of Cameron Peters. Your free rusher coming off the edge. And it's that sort of no man's land where you're thinking about maybe going up to try and...
Jordan Hall is in, Jalen Satchel is in, and the pressure gets to Cam Peters. Another flag is down, however.
personal foul, face mask, defense, number 11. That's a 15-yard penalty from the previous spot, automatic, first down.
On tally.
So now this is getting into one of the issues that Michigan State had through the first couple of games.
That ended with a missed 37-yard field goal. Right now they're at the 33 on 4th and 3. Running play Wisham hit in the backfield by Cal Halliday, but fought through that ankle tackle. And this time Wisham gets the job done. Rowdy Goodwin is in as a blocking tight end, but now he's flexed out here, and Peters is looking down the right side and throwing it in the direction of Goodwin, but this one's intercepted in the end zone. This is not coming back like the last one did for Chuck Bradley, and he's got a lot of room to run. He intercepted in the end zone. He's running all the way across the field, trying to run it all the way down the field, looking for 100 yards, and he has done it! Incredible!
Thing of beauty. Launching himself up into the sky to high point the football. Chuck Brantley, who lost a touchdown just a moment ago, was smelling the end zone the entire way. He had a convoy of Spartans out in front. As he cut it back against the grain, he barely had any legs left to be able to get the distance. Tacklers draped all over him. That's a half marathon at least.
Left it all out there. Yards on the return.
My hamstrings tightened up just watching that for the 5th time. I don't know how he's on the field right now.
Again, great blocks by Armorion Smith and Nakai Martinez. Got a tackle here on the Lamaje to nothing. That's the lead for the Spartans at halftime. Aiden Childs has had a touchdown run today. Also a touchdown pass. In the first 2 games, they're 2 for 2 in the red zone. Kickoff by Prairie View A&M's Guillermo Garcia to start out the 3rd quarter. Taking a knee in the end zone is Kayron Lynch Adams. Down the field, Danny
sets, outside zone run schemes.
And Anthony, he did tell us yesterday they have 13 personnel sets in their playbook. That's a roll and throw by Aiden Childs to Montori Foster Jr.
I'm in as a tight end. Fullbacks that they've been using throughout the game. You collide with a defender, run your feet through them.
Carter looking to add to the 84 yards he has today on the ground and does so. Enough for a first down. And then the rugby scrum starts to...
Well, at the point of attack for Nate Carter since he's been here in East Lansing.
From East Lansing, he was 2 years before at UConn. Here is a play action and a long throw. And Isaiah Johnson already has 1 touchdown catch today.
The frustration there from Brocious. You're entangled with a defender, that pile of bodies.
A roll and a throw and bobbled and incomplete. Looking for Velling. Flag is down. Sure have been sharing a lot
Offside.
of the workload at right
Defense,
guard.
number 22, lined up in the neutral zone. Half the distance to the goal results in a first down.
They've had workmanlike drives and big explosive plays today. And there's a marker down. There was a tackle made. Bryce Turner had fought off a block.
Tripping. Defense, number 19. That will be penalized half the distance to the goal and an automatic first down. After the play was over, personal foul, late hit, offense, number 66. That will be enforced 15 yards. It will be 1st and 10.
Manageable from 2nd and 20 to now 3rd and 8 on the check down throw to Kayron Lynch Adams for 12 yards. And here's Childs putting it up, and that is on the money, but at the last second a play is made. Nate Carter looked like that was about to settle softly in his hands, but it's broken up by linebacker Robert Edmondson.
From Robert Edmondson.
Well, Jonathan Kim hit 2 huge field goals last week. One at the end of the first half and one to win the game. And now from 33 yards for the transfer from North Carolina. On the money. First opportunity for Michigan State to play an HBCU team in one of their non-conference games. Trajan Spiller with a catch on 3rd down up to the 40-yard line. You get emotional hearing what Clinton Jones.
This is Hall of Fame careers as pros.
Here's Peters throwing and Spiller trying to convert another 3rd down. This is going to be right at the 50. And I think enough to move the chains. Yeah, it will be another first down for Prairie View. We talked to Bubba McRunning back. At tight end, Ethan John.
Somebody find Cal Halliday.
And then McDowell, marker down, first down picked up, but a penalty flag thrown right in the middle of the line where something negative for Prairie View may have happened.
Holding. Offense, number 72. 10-yard penalty, 4th down.
Left guard, Caden Bowers forces an obvious punting situation for Efren Josso. A little bit of a rush, but he got it away. Line drive, it's rolling. It's still rolling. And finally going to be downed at the 11-yard line with 3:50 left. And now he's got the Spartans at 2nd down and 1 after the nice run by K'Ron Lynch-Adams. And another opportunity, and Lynch-Adams easily picks up the first down. And then he's hit low by Terrell Coleman Jr. and from behind. A moment for Jake Coyne at fullback in this I formation for Michigan State. And Schuster's first pass is a Spartan. He's got a long time to throw and goes to the fullback, Jake Coyne, for a first down. From Bronxville, New York, played 4 games at defensive end last year. Bubba was a lot of fun to talk to, and his coaching staff. Anthony Whedon, the OC, Evan Fosselman, the DC. Well, we have talked multiple times today about K'Ron Lynch-Adams and his ability. Got a free play here. This is caught by Antonio Gates Jr. You had Tiago Sumbo jump across the line in the interior. Cam Peters and Aiden Childs for Prairie View and Michigan State, respectively. Now Michigan State has Tommy Schuster in the game, and boy, for a moment, it looked like his first ever Michigan State touchdown. Are a little bit easier for Oregon this week than they were last week, and that very hard-fought, nail-biting win over Boise State. There's a big hit delivered by Prairie View on the run by Lynch-Adams. Gates, a wide receiver. Jalen Smith, the wide receiver, but they were both bunched in close to the formation. Running play, Nate Carter. Marker down late. Carter, that run, barely got back to the line of scrimmage. You see Big Stephen Shaw Jr. up.
Holding. Offense, number 9. 10-yard penalty. Repeat, 2nd down.
From the Houston area today for the Spartans of 6 yards per carry. Red Stokes Jr. with pressure. Schuster doing well here to extend the play. He got a nice block, and then ultimately a catch is made. Third down and goal at the 18. Tommy Schuster throws, and this is caught. Gillespie again at the 5-yard line. And hanging on to him was Bryce Turner, the safety, for Prairie View. First drive. Nice drive, but ultimately the penalty undercuts their chance to score a touchdown. And it fizzles out of the 5-yard line. So the field goal here of 23 yards for Jonathan Kim extends the lead to 33-0.
As a young man, as a college student, raising a handful of siblings on his own and caring for them in the way that he needs to, then all that support is going to be worthwhile.
Along those lines, GoFundMe campaigns have been set up for Amorian Smith and his family.
I'm doing what I can to try and not overhype Aiden Childs, but I feel pretty good about some of the ways I've been describing him so far.
There's a nice pass by Schuster. Antonio Gates Jr. And Antonio Gates Jr., that is, loses his balance. Coming across.
This sophomore quarterback uncomfortable.
Another run here for Brandon Tullis, the freshman, getting some of his first carries, played at Memorial High School in Frisco, Texas.
Years old this week.
Makai Frazier stood up at the 3-yard line.
It's not easy.
Player from Texas. He was a two-way player at McKinney High School.
Young individuals with a lot of the weight of this program for what they can become being on their shoulders right now.
Frazier running again, denied going into the end zone, tackled at the line of scrimmage. There's a marker down to the...
Offside. Defense, number 47, lined up in the neutral zone. Half the distance to the goal, still first down.
Anthony, you talk about...
Schuster throwing, and it's behind Coyne. And incomplete with 4:48 left. Coyne does have.
Didn't see a lot of deep passes in today's game for understandable reasons.
And Brandon Tullis was lined up there as a fullback and took the handoff. I don't think he got in. In a game for Oregon State against Cal, I could not find a box score. I did try. Here is Tommy Schuster on a quarterback sneak, stays on his feet and is in for the touchdown. That's got to feel good. Tommy Schuster runs it in on that 1-yard quarterback sneak and gets to savor the flavor of a touchdown with Michigan State for the first time. He had a lot of them in North Dakota, but the first one here in East Lansing.
Check some of the North Dakota film from Tommy Schuster. Didn't always look pretty leaving his arm.
To make it 40-0, and coming into the game, when you see moments like that, and you see the, we talk about the great volleyball that's played in the Big Ten. Michigan State, oh, there's a flag here. Michigan State's women's soccer team is top 5 in the country. Seeing the
continues to evolve in modern times.
That's number 19, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
The coach's booth.
And his defense put points on the board too, Anthony.
Right.
Chuck Brantley, in case you missed it, you better go to social media and find the highlight of his 100-yard pick six. It was a heck of a
time of possession, went advantage Gophers and things of that ilk. But year over year, you saw what Joe Ross's leadership and play calling ability, his teaching style did.
Fair catch on the punt by Michigan State, and we're back in 15 seconds. Quarterback sneak for a touchdown, and will take a knee, and will end the game.
Strong effort from the Spartans today. A game they controlled from start to finish. That is certainly the expectation they stepped onto the field with at Spartan Stadium. Impressed by the focus and intensity they took to the field today after a big win they had. First one in the conference from last week. They came and showed up today, responded well, locked in emotionally like a successful team should be.